Good morning. Today is a big day. It is my hematology appointment, part number 2. Now, if you're wondering, why is this part number 2? Now, if you remember back 2 months ago, I originally tried to see the hematologist. I was referred on to a hematologist from my primary care provider because I've been having blood clots since 2009, and we have not gotten any resolution from this. So she thought it would be wise for me to see a hematologist. When I tried to see the hematologist, I mistakenly decided to book another appointment the same day as my hematologist. The hematologist is located 45 minutes away from my home. Since it's located so far away, I had another appointment I needed to do, and so I decided to book them both on the same day. My hematology appointment was supposed to be at 9:30, and the second appointment was supposed to be at 11:45. Now, I did call the hematology office and I asked, "Hi, yes, I have an appointment at 9:30 in a couple of days. Is it okay if I have another appointment at 11:45? Do you think that's enough time to see the doctor and get out of the appointment?" And the receptionist assured me, "Oh, yes, the doctor always runs on time. Oh, we're very prompt at this office. No worries, you should be able to get to your next appointment." So with that said, I kept both appointments. I went to my appointment. I got there early to register. After registering, I waited and waited for my appointment. My appointment was supposed to be at 9:30. At 11:15, I realized I probably was not going to see the doctor because I was still waiting and I needed to get off to my second appointment. I asked the receptionist, I said, "Hello, hi, yes, I was supposed to have an appointment at 11, or supposed to have an appointment at 9:30. It is now almost 11:30. Will I be seeing the doctor soon?" And she said, "No, no, 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 no. There is at least 1 hour wait yet, and it might even be longer. You're a new patient. It's going to be a while." So I told her, "Okay, I need to go to my other appointment. I'm going to race off there and then come back." So I raced off to my appointment. I was able to get to my appointment, get all that done, and get back to the hematology office in 50 minutes. I came back and I was like, "Hey, I'm back." And they're like, "So?" I was like, "I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait here for my appointment." And they said, "No, no." I had walked out the door. Since I walked out the door, I lost my appointment time and I would just need to schedule another appointment. Now, there were still people waiting to see the doctor. So I would still probably have been waiting there to see the doctor if I would not have left. But they just said, "You left. Please come back another day." So I had to schedule another appointment. That was 2 months ago. Now we're finally here 2 months in the future, and it is time for my hematology appointment. I am really looking forward to this appointment because I would like to know if I'm going to be continued on Warfarin. My primary care provider has put me on Warfarin simply because Eliquis and Xarelto did not work for me. I continued to get blood clots on those. And so she thought Warfarin might be a good option for me. I've been on Warfarin for a short time now, and my life has dramatically gotten better. I no longer get these massive migraines that I used to get. The blood clots have all cleared up. I'm feeling really wonderful on Warfarin, and I'm really hoping this hematologist agrees to put me on Warfarin. My primary care provider prescribed me Warfarin, and the prescription runs out tomorrow. And I called and I said, "Hey, the prescription runs out. Will you give me any more Warfarin?" And she said, "No, you need to go to the hematologist. And if he thinks you need more Warfarin, then you'll get more Warfarin. If not," she wasn't going to give me any more Warfarin. Ugh. No pressure about this appointment. No pressure. That's right. I'm just worry free about this appointment. The whole time I'm going to be like, "Please, Warfarin, 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 Warfarin." But that's just a minor detail. So now I need to go and get off to my appointment. It's a 45-minute drive to the appointment. I then have to be there 30 minutes ahead to register. I did double check with them because I've already been to this clinic and I already have registered. Do I need to register? And 2 different people at 2 different times said, "Yes, you still need to re-register because that's just our requirements here at the clinic." So I need to race off there. I need to register at 9:30. 10 o'clock is my appointment. And then I hopefully will see the doctor and hopefully he will agree to continue me on Warfarin. So that is a bit of an update. Bye for now. Hello! We have made it here to the doctor's office. Good news. Unlike last time where there was no parking, there is a good amount of parking today. So I'm very hopeful that the doctor is not very busy and I can get in and out of the appointment quickly. So that is a bit of an update. Bye for now. Hello, I am home from my hematology appointment. I was going to update in the car after my appointment, but number one, it is very cold outside and the car was really, really cold. And number two, I have a ruptured disc in my back and I was in so much pain. I was like, I can't do this update in the car. I need to get home, get a heating pad on my back, and do this in the comfort of my home. So I apologize for not doing this right after my appointment, but hey, it's 2 hours later. So let me go back to my appointment. I arrived at the appointment at 9:30 because I needed to register. I walk in the door, I sign up, and the woman was like, "Hey, you need to register." And she looks up and she goes, "You're not a new patient. You've been here before." And I was like, "Yes and no, I have been here before, but I am still a new patient." And she's like, "Oh, yeah, I remember you had to leave. Yeah. Oh, you don't need to register. We have all your information." And I was like, "Well, that is lovely, but I wish someone would have told me this because remember I asked 2 times about this and you said yes. I needed to come early." So I came at 9:30 just because I wanted to sit an extra half an hour in a waiting room. It was so much fun. Well, 10 o'clock came and I was like, okay, here we go. My name is going to be called any moment. Nope, not mine. Nope, not mine. Not my name yet. So at 11:10, so 1 hour and 10 minutes after my appointment time, or 1 hour and 40 minutes after I arrived, I was called back to an examination room. By this time, I was in so much pain. Like I said, my disc in my back is ruptured. I have a very hard time sitting, and I was so tired. I am just really really tired today because I had an appointment yesterday, and I'm just going, oh my goodness. So when I get back to the examination room, I am a bright ray of sunshine, absolutely exhausted and in a lot of pain. I just wanted to go home so badly. I was so tired. Thankfully, the doctor came in about 10 minutes later. He came in about 11:25. He just looked at my chart and said, "Oh, I see you have a history of blood clots. Can you tell me a little bit about this? You're on warfarin. Have you always been on warfarin or what's your history?" I said, "Well, I was originally on Eliquis. Eliquis did not work for me. Then I was on Xarelto. I continued to get blood clots on Xarelto. But hey, we found a drug that worked. It's warfarin, and warfarin has been phenomenal for me, and I feel so much better being on warfarin." The doctor said, "Have you had any testing done?" I said, "Yes, I've had some testing done." And he was given the results of my testing. And he said, "Oh, I see you have not been tested for antiphospholipid syndrome. It really sounds like you have antiphospholipid syndrome. So I think that's what we're going to treat you as having antiphospholipid syndrome. Since Eliquis and Xarelto did not work, I don't think we need to do any additional testing, and we will just continue on the warfarin unless you want to do something different. But I really don't think we need to do anything else because you've been tested negative for these other medical conditions, and it sounds just like antiphospholipid syndrome. Is that okay with you?" And I was like, "Yes, that is wonderful. You'll continue the warfarin and I'll continue to feel great. That sounds like a plan, doctor." So that was my entire appointment. It was maybe 5 minutes. It was really short. So he just says, "Well, I'm really sorry you got referred on to me because you just need to be on warfarin." And okay, we'll put you on warfarin and you're ready on that. So why are you here? I don't really understand that, but you're here. I'll give you warfarin. And as a matter of fact, I'll give you a 3-month supply of warfarin. And then I'll give you enough prescription refills to last 1 full year. Is that okay with you?" And I was like, "Yes, I love you, doctor." Not really, but that's what was going to my mind. So that was my entire appointment. The doctor felt really bad. He couldn't do anything else for me. But then I was very happy because I'm getting warfarin. So the doctor left. He just ordered some general blood work to make sure that there was nothing else happening, that my platelets were okay, my red blood cells were okay. He did an INR to test my blood clotting, and then I had to wait for all that. So I got out of my appointment at 12:15. So that was my big day. I am so happy. It was such an easy appointment and there were no obstacles. After fighting for so long to get on Warfarin, after finding my primary care provider, which put me on Warfarin, and now being referred on to this hematologist who has again agreed to continue my Warfarin, I am just so happy and praising God that this went so amazingly well, despite having to spend far too long waiting for this appointment and waiting in the waiting room. Hey, good things are worth waiting for, right? Yes, that's what we tell ourselves. So thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe down below. Please also remember to comment and share. It really helps my YouTube channel. I hope you have a great day and a wonderful week. Bye-bye. Good morning. Today is my radiology. No, not radiology, hematology. I don't even know where I'm going. I have so many appointments. Okay, take 5.